We are just pushed inside the cell where there is common criminal. And I don't think we are close to be called a criminal.
The place in question is Oladun Street, starting from power line to council, under the power line. I've been there for over 25 years. And the place was allocated by the Ministry of Lands. Later, we were moved to Ministry of Transportation. Transportation gave us a provisional allocation, which I have. The whole place is full of mechanics and some artisans, the block makers. These are the people that are using that place. So during the commencement of this PSP project by the Lagos State government, so I have to call my colleagues that we were together in that business, that I have a space that we can use for mechanics that will repair our vehicles and be parking there too. And we have about 20, 25 operators there that are managing that place. But along the line, some years back, President just came and decided to encroach on those lands and build market there, which was later demolished by Ambode. So we took possession of the land back. Then he continued to encroach on that land because there's one is hooked up to Del Hotel. So Transition has to come in and give some parts to the Omonile that, okay, don't go beyond this place, so that you two will be part of that area, but there are specific areas that we are located for the Omonile. Later, not quite long, he came again, encroached another land. So the management of this, the association that handled the mechanic village here, headed by Chairman Adfek, had to go to court that if this man refused to sign the undertaking, then let's take him to court because we have an allocation from the state government. So we went to court. While we are negotiating, he kept encroaching again. So we have no other thing than to write petition to the area commander and went for an injunction pending the outcome of the case because he never stopped encroaching. Before we got that injunction, he already entered my own space where we use for parking and sold it to an hotelier directly in front of me. That is Paris Hotel. When I saw that, I have to write another petition because the first petition that was written, Ariam did not do anything on it. So I have to go by myself, write a personal petition. I went there. So the area commander minute on it and assigned the job to one CSP Bakre, that is the twice area commander area. Yeah. She came, look at it, he said, let us dialogue. And I said, okay, if it's a dialogue, no problem. Reduce the space. If you reduce the space, we can discuss and manage the area. But they refused. But later, since they vacated us from that area and we've got an injunction, they kept working after the injunction, which I took the photographs with dates. So I kept that, I gave it to my lawyer, to our lawyer. That is the lawyer that handled the whole power line. Because the injunction is not only on my own land, it's on the total expanse of land under the power line. But later, since they've completed it and they put gates, we are not allowed to enter again. So vehicles were parked on the street. So later, the area commander called us that he called Mr. Kunle. Mr. Kunle now called me that my attention would be needed at the station. So I had to go. When I got there, he refused to write statement. Later, I was told to write statement too, which I said, okay, I will write statement. I wrote my own. Then he came out too. He wrote his own statement too. Though he had been locked up before, I was put on behind the counter. So When they realized I'm ready to write statements, they brought it to agree to write statement. So we wrote. Then later, they left off on self-recognition. I think the third day or something like that, they came over again and called us and locked us up again. I said, including the owner of the vehicle that they towed.
They even towed the truck with the head up without bringing down the head to the police station. And in the process, they broke the windscreen. The other one, they came to tow the second one, but people came out en masse to beg and protest, and they left that. The officers there asked us to remove our shoe, belt, and phone, of which we complied. Then after 30 minutes, we are all packed, pushed inside the cell. Without the two of us that were arrested on Monday, without us writing a statement. Because my own thinking is that if there's any fresh charge on us, we needed to write something, but there's no even opportunity to write. So we were in the cell when they now called us around 10:30 that the area commander needed to see us. We left the station around past 11 that day, and the area commander promised to come the next day to see the land itself where there's disputes. He said we should try to make the environment neat. The truck parked in the yard that we don't have access to, we went there, we packed the refuse, and there is a small space beside the yard. Pending the determination of the court case, we keep managing the small space while other trucks will look for an alternative. And for now, there is no call from the station. I hope they won't call, because it seems they've turned me to a customer. For me, the only place for a common man is the law courts. And I hope when the court will see it, the judgment and our prayers will be answered.